Good morning student. We are going to discuss about the interhalogen compound. Okay. Before proceeding towards the interhalogen compound, let us first start with the basic properties of an iodine. So student, you know the periodic table. In periodic table, you know that these are the first and second A. Right? First and second A, these are called as an S block element. Okay. Here there are the P block elements. Okay. This is the P block element, and in the last, that is the seventh. Okay. This is the halogen, that is fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. We know that fluorine is most electronegative element in the entire periodic table. So before studying the interhalogen compound, what do you mean by interhalogen compound? Interhalogen compound means the compound which are formed between this element itself. But before to that, prior to that, there is one topic, and that we have to study the basic property of an iodine. It means that why iodine is basic in nature, basic property of iodine. Okay. So see here, if we see the periodic table, we know that what happens in periodic table. If we go from left to right, what happens? Electronegativity value will be increases, and the electronegativity value will be decreases when we move down the group. Okay, it decreases. So see here, in case of an halogen group, here fluorine is most electronegativity. Right? So here iodine is less electronegative because electronegativity value is decreases. So here iodine is less electronegative. Iodine is basic in nature. So we know that means iodine is less electronegative. Means it. What do you mean by the electronegativity? How we can define the electronegative elements? Tendency to attract the shared pair of electron towards system is called as an electronegativity. So what happens? It means that fluorine has a more attraction of an electron and iodine has a less attraction of electron. If we compare this group, so what happened? So iodines cannot attract the electron, means it has a tendency to give the electron. Okay, means as compared to the fluorine, it is slightly electron positive. So that's why tendency to give electron is nothing but the basicity. See here, tendency to give electron is called as basicity. So here, which element will giving the electron? Iodine is giving the electron, right? So iodine is basic in nature. Now why iodine is basic in nature? So in interhalogen compounds, we see that this is the first point. Suppose in second point we can see that iodine form a various compound. We know that fluorine having the electronegativity near about 4.0 and iodine having the electronegativity value near between 0. So here the fluorine and iodine, they can easily form a bond because there is less electronegativity difference. But fluorine generally not form a bond with the iodine, and the chlorine and bromine, they will form a bond with the iodine. So here we are getting the monohalogen compound like the IBr, ICl. Okay, and here when it ionizes, we are getting the I plus Br minus, means it is the electropositive, because why positive charge will be developed? Because it gives the electron. So it means that iodine is a basic in nature because it has a tendency to give the electron. Similarly, in case of an ICl, we know that chlorine is more electronegative. So here Cl minus plus I plus, again here this will explain the basic nature of an iodine. Student, now we are going to the third point, which will again explain the basic nature of an iodine. So student, this is the ion exchange resin column. Means here on this column there are the iodine, and we are adding the solution of an H2SO4 and HNO3. So it contains the H plus ion, right? Here also it contains the H plus ion. So all these H plus ions are replaced by means of iodine, and we are getting here the, so what we are getting here, I2SO4 or solution of INO3. Means all the H plus ions are replaced by means of an iodine. And when we electrolyze this solution, so what happened? We are getting the iodine at the cathode. Means at cathode, the iodines are liberated. It indicates that iodine has a positive charge, that is the cation. Okay, and again it will explain the basic nature of an iodine. So this is the third point. Now the last point, that is the that iodine will form the various compounds such as I3 plus or I5 plus, means they are interact itself. Okay, this again indicates that the iodine have a cationic charge, means it has a tendency to give a electron. It means that it is electropositive, showing a electropositive character, and that tendency is nothing but the basic. So all these will explain that the iodine will form the interhalogen compounds. So next part is the that is the interhalogen compound, means compound which is formed between the various halogen. For example, the ICl, okay, mono, that is the IBr. So, and its types, that will be discussed later in the detail. So students, this is about the basic property of an iodine, and in next part we will discuss about the different types of an interhalogen compound. So thank you for watching this.